Previously on episode 7.
We went from 200 to 183. Right now it's continuing to go up. I'm disappointed in myself. We are now back down to $165. Trading has a quick way of humbling you. Someone come here and stop me. Do not learn from me right now, dude. Oh my gosh. $205. We are now down to 150. I'll let you down this week. Hamza by decision. That's $4,300 made. Hey, I do not condone betting. This trade is going amazing. We're up almost $30 on this trade. Awesome to say that was my biggest trade yet. This has been the most up and down episode I think yet. What's up, guys? It is August 19th, 7:03 a.m. We're trying to turn $100 into $1,000. And so far, we've been up and down. We went from 100 to 160, stayed at 160, up to 205, down to 150. Now we're back to 185. And just like true fashion of this series, we're starting it off with concern. So as you guys can see right here, I entered a trade in at around 6 a.m. And we are now down $11. And let me reopen it. And if you see, I said to myself, there I go, breaking my rules. I'm not going to re-enter until that box that we're kind of touching. Because here's the thing, guys, I'm learning about trading. Even if we're in a bear market, when we have a lower low and a lower high, and then a lower low and a lower high, what do you think the lower high is? It's a retracement. It's a fake out. It's a liquidity sweep. It's let's take all the money from the sellers before we go back down, because there's all this money sitting there from how far we went down. Let's take that money back and then continue down. So I have a new rule. And you guys can hold me accountable to it. I will not put in a trade at 6 a.m. Every single time I put a trade in at 6 a.m., I've regretted it, whether it's selling, whether it's getting into a trade. There's never been one time I've ever been like, yes, I'm glad I did that. It's always been like, wow, it's 11 a.m. and I wish I would have sold right now. I wish I would have got in right now. Compared to 6 a.m. 6 a.m. is a doom time for me. It's cursed, but that's how we're starting off the morning. Let's get to it. All right, guys, morning update. It is 10:27 a.m. and woohoo, we got scared, guys. It started going up and I thought we were gonna get liquidated. We were like $2-3 away, which with this size account, it only needs to go like that much to do it. We got right on the line. It started reversing, came back down to our little box we drew, and we are now in profits. So I think we're at a good place. I think we're in an area where there's a lot more sellers than buyers. I think the market did a good amount of liquidating. It almost liquidated me, right? It almost took me out. It hit a lot of people's stop losses. And now we should hopefully be consolidating and then going lower. Once again, guys, once you realize the market follows rules, look at high, right? Low, lower high, lower low, lower high. What do you think this lower high is, guys? Right? So let's go back. So boom, boom. Right? So we had the lower low, lower high, and then we go like this, lower low, lower high. What do you think that is? That's reversing and taking people out of the market. In what graph on what market would you zoom out and it's either going higher high, higher low, or lower high, lower low, right? It always follows rules is my point. So it's unrealistic to assume when something goes way down that it's just gonna always go down. It has to have that correction. That's how lower highs are created. Is it liquidating? So I'm not certain, I'm not sure, because it definitely could go back up and it could do more. But I think that's what we just went through, and it sucks because I timed my entry at the wrong time. And if I was more strict, because I did have that initial upper box as where I wanted to re-enter around there. I wanted it to get close there, do some things there, and confirm we're going back down. I did get a little emotional. I did enter too soon. Once again, we have a new rule. Do not put trades in at 6 a.m. We had FOMO. We had FOMO for a good reason. We had FOMO because we knew that we should be going back down, and I thought we already created that lower high, which I was wrong, and it kept going up. So if I would have stayed a little more strict, we would have got a better entry. But nonetheless, a win's a win. We were down almost $15. Now we're back to a little bit in the blue, in the profits. So now we're just gonna see where it goes, see what happens. All right, quick update, guys. I just wanna talk to you real quick. This is gonna be a YouTube episode where we do a lot of trading, a lot of discussing it, and hopefully it shows you guys, because this is now my fourth week into trading. Oh, well, actually, it's my third going into my fourth. And I can, with confidence, say this is the most in control I feel. Right here is the current trade. We're up about $5, which once again, this is a $100 account, guys. So up $5 is a lot. It's not a little amount. It's not like we have a $1,000 account, we're up $5. We're in a $100 account and we're up $5. And I could say with all the studying I've been doing and just learning how markets work is the best model to go, because I've gone through a lot of different phases in these few weeks. Like me, let's just be honest. The first week, completely guessing, got lucky, it's up 62%. I was just entering, and it was a good time. We had a massive fall down. And then I had weeks where I was losing big and then winning a lot of small, and then I would break even. And then I had moments where I would have a lot of FOMO and lose a shit ton and then restart me back to where I was after making a lot. And then I thought, I want to do short term, just get in, get out. And then what I've learned in these last few weeks is this is definitely what I want to do, is I want to find good entries, follow the market rules, see what the market's doing, and go based off that. So I really hope in the coming weeks, you guys really see me learning this, me applying it, and I hope you guys can take some things away from it, learn along with me, learn from my mistakes. And I'm just really pumped, guys, because I can feel that it's really coming together. And now if this trade doesn't do well that I just entered, I'm not even mad because it's following my rules, if that makes sense. Guys, another update, trade update. We are officially, of course I didn't sell and it can reverse, but it's so cool because a few days ago, last week, around Thursday, Friday, I got over $200 and then we brought it all the way back down to 155 doing dumb stuff. And now being smart, calculated, if we sold right now, which I'm not going to, I think it's gonna keep going down, we'd be at $200 again. So in two trades, a $26, $27, $28 trade, and now this trade makes it where I pretty much made all $50 back in two single trades. When before it would have taken me like 10, 15 trades. Whoo, I am pumped, guys. This is gonna be one of those episodes where we're really testing out this theory of making good entry points, trying to scale the trade, sitting on trades, not having FOMO, and trying to shut our emotions off, just to be frank with you. All right, guys, so we've been working all day. Give you an update. I did take a sell. Guys, we're back to $200. Let's go. I am freaking pumped. And the coolest part about all this, because I sold about like an hour, 2 hours ago, look what happened right after I sold. Guys, am I the trading whisperer? Am I psychic? Because I'm just saying since I've started, almost every trade that I've entered has been a winning trade. And anytime I've entered a trade that I know I shouldn't be entering, I knew I was doing dumb things, and I would even say it on here, FOMO, all the above, that's when I lost. And the last 2 days I've been so damn strict. Like when I got out yesterday, I said, I'm not going to get back in, even though it's probably going to keep going down. It kept going down, and then guess what? Reversed. And we got an entry that was even better where we got out. So we actually made money. We took another entry today when it was going up and it was looking like getting liquidated was a possibility. We took another sell because I just knew it had to go down. And then today I just had a gut feeling we were getting close to like where the previous low was. And I can't really tell what it's about to do. So I sold, I got out. And I even told my Discord after, I'm not gonna look at TradingView until tonight, right? Because that's how you get your emotions in. Like imagine it started going down a little right now. You're like, oh, it's gonna keep going down. So I'm freaking happy. Obviously, guys, I'm being a smart ass. I don't think I'm the trading whisperer. I don't think I've gotten every trade right. I'm just pumped that it feels like things are going together where we could become profitable in the future. And the only thing standing in our way starting now is us being strict, not giving into our emotions, and continuing to study and learn.
But I know that it's killing you. Just don't think I take it back.
All right, guys, it's 12:20 at night. Super tired. Just had to do a client meeting. We just ate and I'm about to go to bed. I'm exhausted, so I'm not gonna get on my computer and break down. So what I'm gonna do is I took a screenshot of the graph. What we're waiting for it to do is create a lower high. That's it, right? So it went down. Now we're waiting for a lower high to create to then go back down. So that is simply what we're waiting for. We're not gonna have FOMO. We're not gonna see it going up a little and just enter. And keep in mind, guys, it was hard earlier not to re-enter when it started going more down before it started kind of correcting itself. But I knew that's FOMO, lower highs and lower lows, lower high, lower low exists for a reason. It's because there is those corrections. There is those markets taking liquid, all that money sitting there, all those sellers, it's taking the money before it goes down lower. So we're waiting to re-enter. Hopefully it doesn't happen overnight. I'll be up pretty early. All right, guys, I'm getting to bed. Good morning. It is Wednesday, August 20th. I just entered another trade and I'm gonna run you guys through it. So I'm gonna flip my camera here and run you. So here's me entering Euro USD and let me show you what I'm seeing. So these are the trades we've taken up to this point. We've been scaling this trade and I think we've been doing a pretty damn good job. We started here, took our profits here, got out, consolidated, had a dip down, went up to about this area right here, but I entered way too soon. Anyways, sold down here, and now we're coming back up. And the reason I'm entering now is because just like this before, I think we might continue to go up, so I might set this up here just to give ourselves some wiggle room, because I'm pretty damn confident that it's not going to create a higher low. So in theory, I think it's not going to go anywhere past this. And just like how we have this box here, right, where we push down, and if we get past, we push up. As you guys can see, we touched this box and we're rejecting it pretty nicely. So I think we might get a little action here before we start more to the downside. And then where we're looking to target is this previous low right here. So as you guys can see, this is me trying to scale the trade. I just took my entry because we're pretty damn high now. And I do think we might go up a little more, but I don't want to miss my chance to enter. And we're getting better entry points each time. So you can't see it here. I don't have this properly, but I entered in here higher than I sold. Here I entered in higher than I sold, right? So this is my way of riding out the trend and properly scaling the trade. So we shall see how it goes. So with a trade like this, I do think I entered a little early, but I also think that it's going to happen quick, where it probably gets up there, consolidates a little, and then drops back down. Because if we are following the trend and it's following its rules, then it's gonna stay on this downtrend. We entered in at a decent spot, but I do definitely think it's gonna go up a little. We're definitely gonna be in the negative numbers for a little, but I think overall it's going to do what we need to do here shortly, but we shall see. All right, so we entered the trade right here. We went up a little, now we're going back down. We're up about $6 on the trade. And now what I'm looking for is, of course, we continue down. I know there might be a little bit. We're probably gonna get stuck here for a sec, but then if we can push through this, once again, I'm looking for our take profits to be around this previous low right here. And if we really zoom out, it looks like we're, in a way, creating like a little mini head and shoulders. So I think it can get to a point where we really do drop down. So we shall see. But for now, we're scaling the trade, because if you look, I entered here, got out here. I really entered around here, so I got in at a better point than I sold. And same thing with this trade. I got in a way better point than where I sold. So I think as of now, I'm properly reading it and properly scaling. So I'm super pumped. All right, so currently we're in the trade. It hasn't done much. All right, guys, so we got out of the house a little. It's fun because Miguel behind the camera, he's starting to learn trading now too. I was teaching him some stuff, higher highs, lower lows, lower highs. But the main reason I went and smoked hookah, which is right there, is because it's right next to, you'll see in a second, Chipotle. Because I was like, hey, I'm gonna get Chipotle tonight for dinner anyway, so we might as well go get some hookah and get Chipotle after. Hey, I'll show you guys my actual order up close and personal. Can I do a bowl, please? I'm gonna do white rice, black beans, please. White rice, black beans, steak, cheese, and then extra lettuce, please. All right, guys, so we successfully came out to get Chipotle. Now we get back to work. So guys, I had this realization now that the trade's playing out, because I was like, oh man, what if this is one of those moments where it's getting people to enter the trade, they think it's going down, and then it's going to reverse. But what I realized is right here, where I got out in my previous trade, I think that's where it was happening because it went past that box. That was that box that we haven't crossed yet. So I think when it went under that, that's where a lot of sellers entered, and then it reversed, liquidated people, created the double top, and now we're actually going to go down. And listen, here in the morning, we're going to see if I'm right or not. But I'm pretty damn confident this is exactly on strategy, where that is where the lower high is created before the lower low. Does that make sense? That's the liquidating. And I think people just got liquidated from entering when it got under that, and it cleared out all the money. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty damn sure this is right on par with strategy, and I'm so damn excited because in a way I accidentally entered at the right time. But at the same time, that shows that my learning and my training and taking trades is becoming more habitual, because I got out at the right time where it was crossing over that box, and then I got in once things got liquidated and we started to have our indication that we're coming down. I don't know, could be wrong, but I'm super pumped and I'm really excited to see in the morning. To be honest, if we were wrong or right, at this point, even if I'm wrong and I lose, it's an exciting moment because I think I did it properly. So, and if this trade wins, guys, my confidence is going to go through the roof on how I'm breaking down charts, following the market rules, and so on. So we'll see in the morning. All right, what's up, guys? So I'm about to run you through the last few trades we have done, and I'm going to go over the trade we're in right now that's going exactly as planned. Super excited. So before we get into it, I just want to show the screen right here. We're currently up almost $30 in a single trade. I'm super freaking excited. As you can see, we had a few different entry points. It was all around right here. So let me just run you through real quick. So the first trade we did, guys, we saw that it was creating a lower high, right? So I entered, and from here, we wrote it down to here. And then I got out around this box because I didn't know if it was going to have a fake out. Anyways, once it started to come up around this box, we entered again. Almost got stomped out, actually. Then we got out right around the box because once again, the fake out comes up, double top. We entered right here, came out, touched the box. That was actually the fake out, because I explained before, the things I really look for now when I know we're going a specific way, and I'll show you guys right here, is something like this. So let me... Is something like this. So for example, this. So it comes down, boom, consolidates, right? And then it fakes out, goes up, and then it goes way down. So, sorry, I'm trying to click this. So as you guys can see, that's exactly what happened here. It came down, had a little fake out, double top, faked out again, came up, liquidated people, and then continuing down. So this is one of those trades where I think it'll go to about right around here to here. So I'll probably have it right around here to be safe. And that's where we're going to take our next profits. But I'm super excited, guys. Damn. Between these three trades right here, so I made almost $30 on this trade, $20 almost on this trade, around $5 or $6 on this trade. I was up 33% in three trades. So after this trade, if I close from the starting account size of this week, I'll be up almost like 40, 50, 60% from a few trades. So this just shows me what I'm learning is really good, is really valid. You just have to stay very strict. You have to look for the right entries. You have to be patient. And I'm freaking excited. So I'll let you guys know when I close. It'll probably be on my phone, me showing you. But yeah, guys, here's the trades. The people in the Discord, they see me literally post when I'm entering on my Instagram. Right when I entered this trade, I posted on my Instagram saying, hey, I'm entering right here. So I'll tell you this right now, guys. I might be brand new, but I've been studying my ass off. I've been learning a ton, and it's obviously working out and playing off. So we're going to close this trade here soon, because even though I think it's going to go way down, yeah, I don't want to lose out on the profits I just made, because we're trying to get an account from $100 to $1,000. And I think if I close this trade, I'll be around like 230, 235 now, which is massive. So I'm super pumped, guys. This is one of my best 4 trade stretch because I actually had a strategy, a plan. I was looking for indicators, entry points, knowing the market's going to try to fake out, liquidate, and it just feels like I'm getting more educated with trading. So really good moment. So I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you guys are learning something. You're learning along with me because if you watch the first episode, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just putting in trades based off nothing really other than higher highs, lower highs, higher lows. It was working. It made me 62% in a week, but now it feels like I actually have a hold on what it is I want to do. And I love that I'm entering trades for more long-term. I'm not just entering a trade and getting out in 5 minutes later, entering a trade, getting out 5 minutes later. 4 wins and then 1 loss wipes me out. It's more of a strategy, more patient, time the entries. Once you do get in, you have massive gains. Because think of it this way, guys. If I made, after this next trade, 40% in 4 trades, say my risk percentage is 5% per trade, I can lose the next 5, 6, 7 trades and still be in profit. So I enjoy that a lot more. So I'll keep you guys updated. All right, guys. So right now, this is currently where it's at. It's getting close to our box. I even put it in the Discord and said, hey guys, should I stay in or get out? And then right after someone said, definitely stay. I was like, yeah, we're not soft. Hey, we got to let the market do what it's showing us it's going to do. Even if it's going to reverse a little, got to shut the emotions off. It would be me emotional selling. And then 5 hours from now, it's 10 times further down. And I'm like, oh, should have stayed in because it has every indication to keep going down. We broke past that box that was really holding up where a lot of buyers were. We broke past that. So I think we're going to go a good bit further down and we're up over $30 right now. This is my biggest trade yet. My biggest sell yet I think was $26, $27. So I'm pretty proud of myself right now, but we got to be smart and we got to figure out, when we're going to get out and how we're going to scale it next. So I said at the beginning of this episode, my whole goal was to scale trades, and in the last 3 trades up almost 35%. After this one, if it goes through, I'll do the percentage, but it's going to be up a lot. And I'm really pumped, guys. I hope you can see how excited I am. This is like the first week where things are clicking. Like even if this trade wouldn't have worked, I still entered in when I thought I should enter in. So it's a win. If we're following our rules, if we're sticking to the strategy, it's a win, right? Whether the trade wins or not. So super pumped right now. Man, this has been, in my opinion, my favorite episode in terms of realizations, things coming together. But right here, guys, the hardest thing has been the emotions, the FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. When I was up $33, not taking profits, right? And you might be asking, why didn't you take profits? Because here's the thing. So if I take my profits at $33, right? It reverses. It goes way back down. It's going to be harder and harder and harder to enter with a proper stop loss because of it reversing, it correcting to continue going down. So that's why I think it's so important right now to understand that the market's showing me that after that box, the next low isn't for a ways down, and to at least get to that point. Because then once we get to that point, then there can be more correction around that point. So it's one of those things where we're gonna wait for it to get to that point. If it keeps going down, we're gonna stay in it. But then if it goes back and it stays in that little area, then boom, that's when we can, take our profits. We can start to reanalyze, wait for it to do its thing, maybe go up a little, make a better entry, and then it continue to go down. So that's how I'm learning right now to properly scale. It's been working so far. But yeah, I would say the hardest part about now being in this trade is the FOMO of not selling, watching it reverse and watching your profits go down, even though you know that it should get a lot better. Because the worst thing I could do right now is sell, and then 3 hours later it went way down, dipped 3 times more, 2 times more, 1.5 times more, and then me being that like, damn, should have held on like I said. So I've been trying to be really strict starting this week on my emotions, doing what I know I should do, not what I want to do, right? And I know I should be holding, waiting to get to my point. That's how we're gonna become a predictable, profitable trader. All right, so you guys are my witnesses that we are up $40 on this trade. You're my witnesses. Proud of myself for calling these last 4 trades. And it's one of those things where I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys because I am going to hold this trade overnight because this is one of those trades that I think if it breaks past that box, it could go a lot further down leading into the weekend, and then I could get out right before the weekend. I could be totally wrong. It could reverse. But this is a small account and we're in such a prime position, prime entry, stop loss so far away that I feel better for at least staying in this trade overnight. I've noticed good things have always happened for me overnight. And just because we're up $40, I don't want to sell because that's my emotions. That's FOMO. But my gut, me reading the charts, is telling me stay in, 100% stay in. So you guys are my witness. It's up $40. The old me would 1,000% take profits, and that might be the smart thing to do. But the way I look at it, it's on a downtrend. My stop loss is so far away, so there's no way that I won't, even if it reverses, get back to it being up $40. And I think it's going to go a lot further down. So we're going to go to bed. We're going to see how the trade looks like in the morning. So let's go to the morning. So guys, it's not the morning. I actually sold for, I think, close to $42. It's right here, my biggest trade yet by far. My account is just under $250, and this will be the last day I trade. No, I'm not gonna trade tomorrow. I've won 100% this week. It's been my biggest week by far. I've made $92 this week. And if I keep going, I feel like that's just playing with fire and treating it like gambling. And that's why I didn't hold on to this trade tonight. It was a really hard decision. I was sitting there and I was like, I got in where I wanted. It hit exactly where I said it was gonna hit. Where it went is a proven resistance area. If I hold on any longer, it's me gambling. That's not a good habit I wanna have going forward. I wanna have a strategic plan, and if it gets to that, that's a W, even if it keeps going down, because I thought of it this way. If it keeps going down, compared to if it reverses and I lose a lot of my profits, I'll be a lot more upset with myself than happy with myself holding, if that makes sense. And it's a massive W, to the point where even if all signs are pointing to enter tomorrow, I'm gonna take tomorrow off, because once again, we're 100% for the week, up $92, and we're ending our first month at 145% increase. Starting from 100, just under $250, which I'm gonna show my screen right now. And I'm gonna make a full video. My next video after this is gonna be breaking down my first month as a day trader. And guys, you need to understand, I'm brand new. I've never day traded. I've never got a brokerage. I've never had MT5. I've never even looked at Forex markets. I started, as you guys saw, I entered a few trades just based off like my buy and hold crypto knowledge, watching chart analysts. But from that moment forward, my third day in, I started studying. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I even paid for courses and mentorship where like they have like teachings of support, resistance. I invested money in myself to like start learning these things right away. And I've been watching YouTube videos every day. I've been looking at the charts every day. I've been studying my wins, my losses. I've been putting in the time, and that's the point of this YouTube, guys, is to show you anything you give your time and effort to, you will get good at as long as you don't quit. You guys need to understand that. How do you think I became, I hate to say it, a millionaire? Because I started a business and didn't quit. You think it was easy at first? Hell no. I was going in debt. Nothing was working. I had bills coming up. But I knew it's easy to be successful because everybody quits. And I've always had a passion for day trading. And I took the same energy I did with business with this. Because I see people in this day trading industry, and I'm not going to lie. The way I make my money, I have to have employees. I have payroll. I have a lot of shit I got to worry about. The traders I look up to, on any given day, they're making six-figure days. And it's not relying on people. And I don't know about you guys, but that's a skill I want. It's a skill I enjoy. And that's why, YouTube or not, I'm going to make it happen. And I wanted to bring you guys along. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I did not think it would get this many views at first. I did not think the Discord would already have over 30 people in it. I didn't think any of this. I thought I would start getting views like 12 months in. I didn't think anyone would care. So I appreciate you guys for caring. I'm talking a lot because this was probably my most emotional week in terms of positive. Like, wow, it's really clicking. I'm sticking to the game plan. I'm not being emotional. Even tonight, me not holding on was not being emotional. If I held on, that's emotions. That's FOMO. So I'm proud of myself. So I'm gonna share my screen, guys. I'll say a little goodbye message after that, and that's gonna be the end of this video, the end of the first month. I ate Chipotle. Is there something in my tooth? Oh, I thought there was something in my tooth. It's a shadow. All right, I'm gonna show the screen. All right, so first things first, we wanna run through the trades. There's a good chance this is a little zone right here. So I could actually see this continuing down for a sec, but I guarantee you we're gonna wake up tomorrow, it's gonna be like around here because this is a resistance zone. Anyways, this is the trade I just took that made me around $42, $43. I'm not sure. My biggest trade to date, I got in right here really quick. I figured out it was a dumb trade. It was probably to actually like right here. I made about $5 on that trade. On this trade right here, I entered right here. As you guys can see, we got awfully close to my stop loss. And we came down. That was a really big trade. I think we made almost $20. In this trade, I made almost $30 right here. Called it on the dot, take profit on the dot, got out, came up, and then we got back in too early. And then we got in at a pretty prime time with this. So the reason when I share my screen right here, it's going to say 12 trades. This was the week, guys. Just look at this week. Best week yet. Look at that, $92, 4, 5, 2, 1. It's because I was making multiple entries for each trade other than this one, and I think this one. These were just, not sure, anyways. And guys, you know what's funny? I had a 100% week, made $92, great entries, and look what the score gave me. It's pretty funny. But anyways, guys, I just want to show you for the full time since me starting, last 30 days. As you guys can see, my first 30 days, right here, $145 profit, starting from 100 to 145. Average win, we're getting this better. This used to be way worse. We'll get that better. 73% win rate. We've taken 57 trades, one right in the break even and 21 losses. And if we look at the charts, these are my losing days. This is where we started. Pretty good graph if you ask me. Hey, we're creating some higher highs. We started getting a little bearish here, but we fixed it. No, I'm just kidding. First week, $63. Second week, minus $1. Third week, minus $9. Fourth week, we up. So I'm so proud of myself, guys. Yeah, I'm just freaking pumped, guys. So there you go, best week yet. I entered only 4 different trades, made almost $100, and it felt a lot less stressful. Like, it just felt better. I think this is the way I like to trade, because someone in the comments said, you're a swing trader. I'm not a swing trader. I'm in the between a day trader and a swing trader. The trade might be 3 hours, the trade might be 3 days. It depends on good entries and where I see it going, and not just selling early. Like, if I think it's going somewhere, I think it's going somewhere. So that's the style I think I like. And this week has showed me, by far it was my least stressful. I wasn't looking at my phone all day, and I felt pretty damn confident with every trade, to the point of, if any of these trades lost, I wouldn't have been mad, because in my head, I was like, everything's checking a box. Anyways, guys, I'm freaking pumped. I hope this video motivated you. I hope this first month motivated you. Go for the things you want to go. If it's building a business, build a business. If it's day trading, make it day trading. If it's freaking getting in shape, get in shape. My point here is, guys, life is too short not to go for shit. Listen, I'm not even in my 30s yet, and I've made millions and millions of dollars from the dumbest thing, from going to the gym and posting about it and helping people get to their goals. And then I did other things where it was more helping people with the skills I learned. And in the future, when I'm making 8 figures, I guarantee you a big part of that's going to be day trading. And if any of you see me that day, you're going to be like, damn, I remember when he first started and he was showing everything and he was putting time towards it and effort towards it. And I want you to know that could be you as well, because I will get there. And I don't want it to be once I get there, you're like, damn, I remember when he was there, and you're still in the same position. Because the only difference with me and you is nothing. It's nothing. I'm putting the time and energy towards it. So you need to know, when it comes to day trading, there's no advantages or disadvantages I have compared to you. It's you learn the skill, you put in the time, you can get better. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm incredible, I had a winning week. Like, guys, I'm probably gonna get humbled, beyond humbled next week. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking to you guys that this YouTube is for that exact purpose, to show you guys what happens when you put time, energy, and effort and intention towards something and you refuse to quit, because it's easy to be successful because everybody quits. August 22nd, it is around, I think, like 11 a.m. And guys, good thing we got out of the trade. Look what happened. Woo, we would have been not happy, guys. Last night I was about to stay in and I said, hey, if I stay in right now, essentially that's just me gambling at this point, because I had a strategy, I had a plan, I had an exact area I think it's gonna go. It hit that area. And now if I stay in past that, I'm asking for me to lose, or for me to treat this like gambling, me to have FOMO. So I'm very proud of myself. I got out. As you guys can see, it worked out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the first month. If this is your first time watching, I encourage you to watch from the beginning, so you can literally see me as a brand new beginner, never have done this before, never even knew how to put in trades, all the way up to now having 145% increase my first month. And I'm going to say this, guys, right now, because there's going to be a lot of people in the future that are like, oh, it's too good to be true. Oh, it's newbie luck. Oh, it's this, it's that. Guys, I've been putting 10 plus hours in a day, learning, being intentional, studying every single trade I've taken, I've lost, I've won. And that is why over time, I will become very successful at this. And you watching this, you will as well. But you have to have that intention. You have to have that right mindset, that dedication, and you need to surround yourself with the right people. So I encourage you guys, join my Discord. It's a community of all of us where we're just all trying to get better, learn from each other, and uplift each other. Because at the end of the day, environment is huge for your success, because if you're constantly around people or watching videos where they're like, oh, some people have been trading for 10 years and still not making any money. Well, then that's going to get you in your head, and that's going to convince you that you can never be successful with it. Don't believe that shit. There's a reason I built a massive business in a few years when everyone told me I couldn't. Don't listen to others. If others have done the thing you're trying to do successfully, you can do it as well. And that's what this YouTube is for, is to bring you guys along, show you, and prove that theory right there. Whether it takes 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, no matter how many times we fall on our face, we're going to get up, we're going to learn, we're going to get better, and we're going to become successful.